The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's...
And the starting lineups have concluded. So
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. Hey, Dave.
Well,
the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Passes it to Jokic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Jokic has got the first basket of the game for the Nuggets.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And here is Murray, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Lillard with it, outguarded by Murray. We're about 1 minute into the first. And here's Anthony from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size.
Morris is checked in for Denver. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Yes. Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
Collins against Jokic. They get a hand on it. Collins kicks to McCollum. Off target with his 3. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Porter passes to Murray. Porter dishes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. From past the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
I'm sure I'd call him a stretch 5 because he can't touch his toes, but Jokic has the capacity and a consistent outside shot.
Traps in the tray.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Down low, Anthony. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Here is Daniels, 11 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Dozier. Daniels kicks to Plumlee. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Inside. Shoots from the right block. They grab their own miss. Here's Whiteside, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from, and Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Here is Daniels. Over Trent. Daniels, no good. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to Memphis. This one for three. The rebound by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They cut one following the loss to the Mavericks. Here's Daniels. Again, the Nuggets score.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
There's the double team with Grant. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And now here comes Daniels, leading the break. Back to Plumlee. Now the pass to Bull. Grant, right side. Pass to Bull. He kicks it to Plumlee. Over Whiteside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Denver on top, leading by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
Way to get it, Hassan.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Plumlee out there with Grant. And it's Dozier in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Here's Daniels. Nice move. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
As much as you have to admire his burst and force, I think Plumlee's aggressiveness on that play, the impressive part.
Little passes to Hazania, and it's blocked. One-on-one here. Here's Dozier. Buries the long-range jumper. Dozier's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Clock at 6. Here's Plumlee. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Fires the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Little. To the inside, Trent falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Plumlee, the pass to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Trust me, defense wants to keep Grant out of the paint, and he wants to get in there. That's why.
Passes it to Trent. Here's Simons. He feeds it to Whiteside. Pass to Trent. From about 16. Whiteside, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Grant. Here's Craig. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the feed to Plumlee. Craig kicks to Daniels. over Little. And it's Denver scoring again.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Poked away. To the middle. Here's Azania. He gets it in there.
What a play
Shot's
there.
good.
The hoop plus the harm.
Denver with
Sounds
a
good.
platoon swap
Hit.
here on the floor.
Shooting one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And the Nuggets franchise still looking for their first trip to the NBA Finals.
How about the franchise making the ABA Finals back in 1976? So it's been quite elusive here in the mountains to get the finals back to Denver. 40 years ago, still looking for that trip.
Millsap's against Collins. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers trail by 5. The 3 from McCollum. Millsap grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good. Jokic.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Nurkic the best to Collins. Second chance shot. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nurkic has got 6 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Morris. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Millsap dishes to Morris. For Denver, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Free throw good for Morris. Anthony's checked in for Mario Hezonja. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Cullen passes to Lillard. Over Morris. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Shot clock winding down there, and Lillard making a confident move. You saw the outcome.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points and 2 rebounds. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Trailblazers on D. It's a 5-point game. From the stripe. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically. But certainly, every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Jokic against Nurkic. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Bulls checked in. Now Millsap. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Stolen by Collins. For the tie. And no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Ball kicks to Millsap. Craig passes to Millsap. Denver passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Denver. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
And for Portland, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Knocked loose, but they get it back. Here's Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. And the pass to Daniels. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bull with it. Anthony on him. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Millsap. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Anthony left side. Kicks it out to Lillard. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Just so good at rising, firing, and dismantling defenses.
Pass to Daniels. Over McCollum. Daniels, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Whiteside. Banked in off the glass. Whiteside's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trail Blazers.
Adding ways to score into the paint, Whiteside continues to develop a more refined post game with better footwork each year.
Here's Daniels. A second chance effort. Millsap kicks to Jokic. Passes it to Murray. Now here's Jokic. Count the basket. Jokic has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Man, Jokic is making all kinds of plays here tonight. Very aggressive on the offensive end.
Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. It's blocked.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Murray, good.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Here's Anthony. He dishes it to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Portland out in front, leading by just 1. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Monte Morris. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. And it's Dozier in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. But they recover it. Here's Simons. Pass to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Denver passing it around. Jokic high post. Working on Nurkic. Craig passes to Jokic. Porter trying to free himself up. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets. Kept alive. Over to the wing. Now here's Anthony. McCollum outside. Portland no good that time either.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Portland no good that time either.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Porter passes to Jokic. Porter. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dozier kicks to Porter. Good.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Anthony on the wing. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And that one, good. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. To the paint. And Jokic slams it in.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. There's the pass to Trent to tie it up. And he's good on the 3 ball. Trent's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Morris, left side. Feeds it to Porter. 6 to shoot. And that one clear. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Morris. Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simon.
Okay, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. How about Collins getting a big-time opportunity there?
Murray against Lillard. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. Craig passes to Jokic. On the wing, Porter to the inside. Millsap.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Pass to Lillard. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Millsap against Anthony. It falls.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Millsap. Shoots it. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, the play was directly designed for Millsap to get the ball in his sweet spot, and he comes through.
It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And these teams have battled tooth and nail before quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Denver, Torrey.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And Lillard kicks to Whiteside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Daniels is checked in for Torrey Craig. Murray against Lillard. And Murray, here we go. And it's in there.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 8 points for Damian Lillard.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Lillard against Murray. Yep, that one goes.
Leading the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2. Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Shot clock at 3. Murray, the pass to Millsap, and the basket is good. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Now that's why Millsap is such a counted-on player. Just knows how to hit the big ones.
Whiteside inside. He's against Jokic. Whiteside kicks to Anthony. kicks it out to Lillard. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Nuggets. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Inside and stolen by Lillard. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Over Millsap. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Oh, Millsap picks one up.
There's just so much activity from John Collins as a stretch 5 at times, hard to track around the floor.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Passes it to Craig. Jokic with it. He's guarded by Collins. Porter kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. He feeds it to Millsap. 4 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Stolen by Collins. And here's the fast break. Portland again missing. Here's Craig. Dishes to Porter. Back to Jokic. Off target with that shot.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella, Nurkic.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The bustling city of Portland. And with pregame, the players love him. Thank you, David. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Raptors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And for the Raptors, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs, you still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
A 3 from McCollum. Siakam pulls it in.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's VanVleet. That 3 off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Collins. No good on that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
It could have gone either way, but unfortunately for them, they ended up on the losing side of that score.
Lowry has the open look. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Anthony, no one around. Portland, no good that time either.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Collins.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. Covered by Lillard. Here's VanVleet. A new 14 for the Raptors. That one good for 2.
I would not want to have to box him out. Siakam has that wiry length. He's mobile. It's just a nightmare.
Anthony, the pass to Collins. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
And you know this, what you do on the backboard may not completely win or lose a game, but it can tip the scale in one team's favor.
And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Siakam. And the rejection by Collins.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Siakam, good.
I like that. Get the ball to Siakam close to the rim where he can put his size to work.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Little. From the arc. Portland again missing. Raptors leading by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Davis gets it to go.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. They're deep.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Toronto right now, Davis is out there with Powell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Boucher in at the power forward.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Right side against Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Sweet little floater. Gasol's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
What a beautiful touch on the floater from Gasol. That's a shot he can hit when he has space.
Pass to Hezonja. To the inside. Right side. And the jam by Whiteside.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Gasol no good.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Right wing. Pass to Trent. The pass to Hezonja. And he banks in the layup. Hezonja's got his first points of the game.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
And Gasol slams it in.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
And finish off by Hezonja.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. It's stolen by Little. To the middle. Pass to Simons. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. So many NBA players now have their talented children playing in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstars?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up and coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them win in championships, being able to play on that stage, it's unbelievable.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
Nurkic finds Anthony. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Shots good by Ibaka.
A good find by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't always get enough credit for his vision.
And here's McCollum for three. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points. The feed now to Ibaka. And the rejection by Collins. And here's Anthony from the arc. The long distance three is buried. And now just a 3-point Raptor lead. Here's Ibaka. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot them for a very high percentage.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. That will count. And that one released in time, but no good. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break at the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, what? And that's...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Serge Ibaka displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you.
This is the modern-day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And here's Anthony for 3. The putback. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Pass to Anunoby. Ibaka against Collins. Off target at the rim. Nurkic dishes to Collins. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Passes it to Van Vliet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Little comes in for Zach Collins. Now here's VanVleet. He's guarded by McCollum. And there's the pass to Anthony. Pulls it from 20. The putback and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got 7.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. And the Raptors miss again.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Trent's checked in, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Davis, the pass to Boucher. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Lays it up and banks it in. Hollis Jefferson's got his second basket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Basket counts.
I just love that effort by Hassan Whiteside. Focused, and he's a huge threat to score off the miss.
Powell against Anthony. Boucher on the high post. He drills it. Trailblazers trail by 5. Inside. And here is Powell. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And it's Little atop the key. Puts it up from 12. No good. Shot missing. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Trent. Portland again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Powell on the wing. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. No good with the layup. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lowry. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Clock at 4. Powell kicks to Lowry. Over Anthony. The shot by Lowry, no good. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He rifled that one in from distance. Trent's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
To the paint. Here's Hollis Jefferson from down in the low post. It goes. And the Raptors lead by 6.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others. The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Davis. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Trent gets the bucket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Unloads from 9. He can't get that one to fall. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Lowry. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night.
Kyle Lowry is a very tough guy for 6'1". He's a guy who loves to attack the inside, even though he's small.
Off with the layup. And so it's Toronto with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Lillard misses. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 8-point game. Wasted no time on that one. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
Siakam finds Hollis Jefferson. And here is Gasol. Shoots over Nurkic. And again, it's Toronto converting.
When Gasol feels the D playing off of him, he has no problem going right up with the shot. Great confidence from the big man. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Siakam misses.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
McCollum, no good. Toronto leading by 8. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And Siakam has it in the corner. Pass to Anunoby. Now VanVleet. He's guarded by McCollum. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Collins kicks to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lob pass to Gasol. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from McCollum.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
And here's Gasol outside. They get the rebound. Siakam on the foul.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Passes to Anthony. A 3-ball. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anunoby passes to Gasol. Shoots. That one wide left. Trailblazers trail by 10. Deep 2 from Anthony. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Nurkic with the steal. Anthony can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And Siakam throws it down.
Having a big who can run the floor is obviously a value. What I like about Siakam, he can finish in so many ways.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And Portland making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Gasol. And it's Lowry in for Hollis Jefferson.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact. And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Lillard dishes to Whiteside. VanVleet with it. Now defended by McCollum. Lowry against Lillard. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. Left side Ibaka. 5 to shoot. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Toronto.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Here's Van Vliet. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 16.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Here's Ibaka, drills the three-pointer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
Oh, Canada. The 2K Sports pregame show.
That's some pretty sound advice. Thanks, DA. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass. And the move back to his more natural 5 position has rejuvenated Serge Ibaka. More room to operate offensively, and defensively he can stay in the paint where he's effective.
Clock at 6. Stolen by VanVleet. Here's the break. Here's Anunoby. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. And Ibaka's shooting ability, Doris, had enabled him to play some power forward, but his mobility was being tested.
Correct, because at Ibaka's size, it's tough to ask him to chase smaller guys around the perimeter. He is much better suited playing inside and protecting the rim. I think you saw that last season.
He gets that one.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Pass to Craig. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Jazz.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And stolen by Murray. Inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. VanVleet passes to Siakam. Wide open. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Outside for Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Lowry passes to VanVleet. Over to the wing. Here's Anunoby. And he goes in for the dunk.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Lowry against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Craig kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Ibaka outside. Jokic with the steal. It's Millsap with the drive, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts in getting to the rack.
Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. Back to Ibaka. It dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
To the left wing. Here's Craig. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Murray for three. Drills it from outside.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
Siakam, right side. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Porter. Siakam, left side. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work.
You come in every day. Guys ain't.
And Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Davis is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Good on the bucket. Boucher's got his second basket of the game.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Morris looking over the floor. Free throw line jump shot. That one off the back iron and out. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Morris with the block. To the inside, Dozier. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Dozier's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Nuggets leading by 4. On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Dozier. Grant dishes to Plumlee. Shot clock at 5. The high post shot. Up again. It's good on the putback. And it's a 6-point Denver lead. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Boucher. He's covered by Grant. Here's Gasol. The pass to Powell. Back to Gasol. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Toronto needs to get off his shot. And Davis puts it in.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
And here are the Raptors now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Here's Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low. Here's Grant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first free throw is good. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Davis. Now here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Jokic. Outside for Murray. 6 to shoot. Pass to Craig. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Millsap.
Clock ticking down. Millsap showing the calm to finish the play.
Launches a 3. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for the... And...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. Raptors trail by 5. Out to the right wing. Anunoby in the corner. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, that makes them 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's Porter. Rebound by the Raptors.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
VanVleet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. VanVleet's got the first points of the second half here for the Raptors. Murray kicks to Porter. Here's Craig. But they'll get another chance. Wide open look here for Murray. Drains the three-pointer. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Jokic kicks to Murray. The pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Powell, the pass to Siakam. Here's Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. Raptors trail by 4. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, the quickness of Hollis Jefferson, boy, just beats everyone up the floor and finishes on the fast break opportunity.
Morris against Davis. Morris kicks to Jokic. Gets a very good look and converts. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jeremy Grant. Here is Daniels, guarded by Powell. Morris outside. Back to Millsap. That one no good. Good D by Gasol. Siakam finds Gasol. Toronto working the ball around now. The putback doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Daniels. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Now, here's Siakam. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Daniels, guarded by Powell. Jokic, the shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Gasol passes to Siakam. Back to Gasol. Sinks that one from the post. Gasol's got 6 points.
Well, not much you can do there defensively. Marc Gasol, just too much size to stop from that range.
And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Anunoby is outside at 3 with Ibaka down at power forward. Right, VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Gasol, and at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Lowry finds Gasol. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Porter passes to Morris. Now here's Porter. Back to Jokic. There's the triple. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Lowry. It's good.
Well, if you give him a window of opportunity, Kyle Lowry will attack the basket. He's not going to pass up that chance, Kevin.
Here's Jokic. Millsap. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Ibaka slams it in.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
Morris outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Goes back up. Here's Jokic, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now Daniels unloads from 13. The putback, Jokic on the follow.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Pass to Gasol. Inside, it's tipped. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Anunoby. Millsap covering. And that one is good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. You know, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists in the game.
Lowry is stone cold when it comes to making big-time shots. Go ahead, Kyle.
Here's Morris, and the rejection by Ibaka. And they're able to recover. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Porter on target from 13 feet. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Here's Anunoby. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Daniels passes to Millsap. The kick out to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Morris against Lowry. Morris dishes to Daniels. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by the Raptors. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Siakam is checked in for Marc Gasol. Denver also making some changes. Torrey Craig comes in for Troy Daniels. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
and you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Murray. It counts.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Ibaka goes in. Misses from short range. Here's Denver now. Here's Craig. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. A truly guts, David. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument. I really don't have anything to say.
Rip City.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. D8.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the...
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Porter passes to Jokic. Off target from outside. And here's Anthony from the arc. The putback. It's hauled in by Jokic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. Outside, Porter. Shot clock at 6. Jokic, no good. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Porter. McCollum passes to Carmelo. Lillard outside. Back to Anthony. McCollum up top. On deep, Collins. Here's Nurkic. And the layup's good off the glass.
That was a long time coming. It took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Craig. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Millsap trying to get open. Craig, good.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Millsap. It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Dallas. Murray, good. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Wow, I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York, Detroit, and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are, and that's just something awesome to be a part of.
Porter with the steal. And it's Murray penetrating. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
McCollum, no good.
Well, that's just a lucky break from deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Murray kicks to Porter. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Nurkic. Jokic passes to Craig. Back to Jokic. The three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Lillard outside. Out to Anthony. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Last time they met was in Denver.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Back to Nurkic. Shoots from 14. Anthony can't get the putback. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a set. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league.
Basketball, like passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And good that time. Trent's got his first points of the night. The Nuggets leading by 7. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Dozier. The dish to Plumlee. Passes it to Dozier. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Dozier's got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game.
Here is Plumlee after Nasir Little's bucket. Plumlee, no luck. And the pass to Trent. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Little's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Bull. No points in the game yet for him. Morris into the lane, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside.
Just an incredible month of basketball. Putting up about 18 points per, 14 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Jacks up a 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Denver leading by 5. Up top, Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Daniels. And the layup is good.
That's the perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Kicks it to Little. Pass to Hezonja. Wide open look. And he overshot that one, missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Just when you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have? You are special. So you've got to have a very special category for this one.
Well, thanks, kid. That's flattering. And I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop. And as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
Thanks, man.
Here is Whiteside. Bull making his last shot. And it's Little atop the key. To halt the run. They get it back. McCollum lays it up and in on the nice reverse. McCollum's got 6.
Oh, he plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Jokic finds Murray. Bull with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Bulls got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Little dishes to Anthony. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Grant. And he gets the bucket. Grant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's Little finishing it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
And this is why.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are leading by 12. And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Anthony finds Collins. And again, it's Portland converted.
Love the show of confidence right there. Collins looking very comfortable rising and firing like this.
Denver passing it around. Nurkic with the steal. It's Collins with the drive. He feeds it to Carmelo. Down low. And Lillard gets double-teamed. McCollum passes to Collins. Lillard with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Porter. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. A three from McCollum. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets leading by 10. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court and finished off by Collins.
It's all about anticipation. Collins has a good feel for when to go after alley-oops.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Porter dishes to Murray. Back to Porter. From deep. Jokic finds Millsap. And here's Porter. Here's Craig. Covered by Anthony. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot. Craig's got 9.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor. And look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
Pass to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Lillard. They get it back. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Lillard against Murray. 1:35 left in the third. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Up again, and Collins is right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
1:11 left here in the third quarter. Jokic kicks to Porter. Murray surveying the D. And Jokic wide open. He shoots another three for Denver.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
To the inside. Passes it to Craig. Back to Porter. And there's the pass to Craig. Clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Grant against Collins. Here's Dozier. Grant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
So he gets them both. Here's Azania. No good. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. And a a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Whiteside. Collins is out there with Hezonja, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 4 on the clock. Morris passes to Grant. The 17-footer. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. Grant's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Trent passes to Simons. To the paint. Whiteside with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Pass to Trent. Plumlee with the rebound.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Morris, left side. Dishes it to Plumlee. Out to Morris. From deep three-point range. That one's not going to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah. And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Collins finds Hezonja. Back to Collins. To the wing right side. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Dozier passes to Grant. Here's Dozier. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Pass to Plumlee. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Trent. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Hezonja. Makes it off the glass. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids to play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Dozier kicks to Morris. Grant in the post. He's guarded by Collins. Dozier passes to Morris. Plumlee with it. Passes it to Morris. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, Dozier can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 9. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Trent's got 4 points in the quarter. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Morris inside. No dice from 9 feet out. The Blazers on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Kept alive. The second chance effort and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Daniels. Hezonja defending. Plumlee. And again, Denver no good. And Portland with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Outside Anthony for the three. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Lillard from outside. Craig pulls it in. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Millsap finds Murray. Porter looking it over. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
hang time. Moving the plug of the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team cried me to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up, ooh, that's good. Need a minute, need a play to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I said, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss.
It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they do right now and did earlier on. And the game arrival. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Anthony with the buckets.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. They get the rebound. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. The drive by Lowry. Here's Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McCollum outside. Out to Anthony. Lets it go with the 3. Anthony missing again.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 1, the Raptors. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
Yeah, I mean, the fast break is really the focus for both of these clubs. I mean, we've seen them take it up a notch here of late and really playing with a fast tempo.
And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
4th
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Anunoby passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Inside. Out to Anthony. Here's McCollum. Siakam pulls it in.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Down low. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. McCollum passes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Lillard attacking. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And then for the Trailblazers, Hassan Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Little in for Zach Collins. Chalk up 2 there.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Powell finds Gasol. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. To the inside, taken away by Anthony. Lillard way outside. That shot is off. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Raptors lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when making his mark in Toronto. Guard Kyle Lowry talked about
Vince Carter really changed the
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city.
Okay.
And superb job by Gasol. Brilliant at breaking down the defense with that passing ability.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Hollis Jefferson, that one misses. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And that one drops. Whiteside's got his second basket of the game. Toronto leading by 3. Hollis Jefferson finds Gasol. Back to Hollis Jefferson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Simons the pass to Hazanya, and it's blocked, but he recovers it. The Raptors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Raptors. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And I think for Toronto, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
To the middle, and stolen by Hazanya. Trent passes to Little. Sweet move, and it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's fair.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor. And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt. Boucher passes to Gasol. Here's Boucher. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And finish off by Hezonja.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Trent passes to Hezonja. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hezonja's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Takes the 13-footer. Boucher's shot is off. Hezonja with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Little kicks to Hezonja. Goes up on the block, and he connects with the jumper. Hezonja's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Gasol passes to Boucher. Over Little. And again, Toronto no up. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Toronto grabs the miss. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 rebounds in this game. That one goes in.
Davis. Assistant. Marc Gasol.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't think that game would be that competitive.
A great pass by Whiteside hanging in that play.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Pass to Hezonja. Bucket is good. Hezonja's got 8 points.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
The dish now to Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think about that? And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Collins, and it's Anthony in at the small forward.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
McCollum finds Collins. McCollum outside. Banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
It's Lillard, top of the key. Back to McCollum. Poke loose. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
The Trailblazers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
6 to shoot. From 11 feet away, Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Out to the right wing. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Anunoby. It's good from long range. Anunoby's got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Lillard against Lowry. Left side, Collins. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Whiteside. 5 on the clock. And nothing is falling for him right now. Toronto leading by 5. Van Vliet finds Siakam. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Toronto, they've gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Powell, he's checked in for Anunoby. Nurkic checked in for Portland.
Now defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 8 points. Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
Lowry has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The score now all even. Lillard's got his 2nd basket.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Deep 2 from Anthony. The putback, and it's Lillard on the follow. He has 7.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Lowry. Here's Van Vliet. And again, Toronto no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That one good for 2. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot up 3-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Got that one up quick. And it's 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Siakam kicks to Lowry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lowry's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both.
Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that. The defense has to be besides themselves. They're terrific.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Trailblazers.
Got to keep tracking down the ball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now the pass to Nurkic. Good work there as it goes. Nurkic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Davis, the pass to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. Gasol. Nurkic with the block. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Davis. Kicks to Carmelo. Passes to Collins. Over Siakam. Shot by Collins, no good. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Pass to Lowry. The Raptors need to get a shot on. Here's Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game. Portland leading by 5. Anthony finds Collins. Over Siakam. Shot by Collins, no good. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Lowry. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Trent. There's the pass to Simons. Here's Trent. Just his first attempt. 2 points. That one goes. Trent's got his first basket of the night.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Anthony on the wing. Passes it to Simons. Anthony looking it over. Pass to Simons. It's deflected, but they get it back. Offensive rebound and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Davis. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Now here's VanVleet. He's guarded by McCollum. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Lays it up off the glass.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Nurkic against Gasol. McCollum outside. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Anthony in the corner. And good. He nails it.
Can't allow that much separation. Even as the pass is coming his way, you gotta try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
And the basket by McCollum.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
VanVleet passes to Gasol. Basket good. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Collins. And here's McCollum for 3. Drops in the tray. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. Lowry dishes to Gasol. Back to Lowry. From deep. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Here is Thomas. To the left side wing. Now the pass to Boucher. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Off target at the rim. So the Trailblazers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brett Barrett.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put
The city of Denver is in full mode. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Toronto. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And I think for Toronto, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Craig in at the 2 guard. Clark, you love these kind of games. Two teams with huge expectations this season.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. I mean, this really could be a foreshadowing of the playoffs. I mean, neither side wants to give in to the other, so I think we've got 2 playoff teams here.
And it's sent back by Millsap. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Just 4 to shoot. VanVleet passes to Anunoby. Raptors get it back, and Ibaka is right there.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 6 points.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Back to Anunoby, all alone. And that one is good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Murray outside. Back to Jokic. That shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You know, Kevin, I don't think there's any doubt that Lowry is a shoot-first point guard. I mean, a guy who is constantly on the attack and looking to score the ball when he can.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ibaka finds Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Murray. Jokic with the steal. And a wide open look for Porter. No good from outside. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. A break, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Murray left side. Here's Craig, covered by VanVleet. Craig, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Anunoby. Here is Ibaka. Here's Siakam. Jokic defending. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Now, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Puts it up from 12. Here's Jokic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Both teams will make substitutions. Free throw, good. Jokic. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
And Gasol gets it to go.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Morris kicks to Plumlee. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Nuggets lead by 2. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skills.
Bringing my defense toughness.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role.
Oh, what a play!
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now Bol. Plumlee, the pass to Dozier. Clock at 6. It's intercepted. Now the Raptors moving it up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve the rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball. Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have the jump ball.
You 2 players.
And here are the Nuggets now. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. There's the dish to Bol. Pass to Dozier. He kicks the Bol. 5 to shoot. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Morris. Second shot opportunity. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass? And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's the double team with Bol. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. 5th, the Raptors.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identified talent, Stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, loitering above the rim. Hollis Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
Davis against Morris. Got a piece of it.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Hollis Jefferson finds Gasol. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Boucher. Back to Powell. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Grant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice soft touch inside.
Here's Boucher. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Boucher's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Morris against Davis. Morris kicks to Daniels. And the three ball is good. Daniels has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boucher passes to Gasol. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 8 points his last outing. Misses the baby hook. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. No good from Grant.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it goes down 2 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Morris, Grant. Great positioning on the putback. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Boucher. He's covered by Grant. Gasol inside, working on Plumlee, and there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Davis.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Morris kicks to Grant. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Grant's got 6.
Man, that is almost the perfect arc on that mid-range J from Grant. You can see evidence.
Go! Count it! And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They were unable to ever build a big lead. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Out to Ibaka. Back to Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam finds Lowry. Ibaka wide open. He fires. From 13 feet, it goes down. Ibaka's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors. Craig passes to Millsap. Over Siakam. Back to Millsap with his first shot attempt, and again it's Denver.
Decisive on the catch and shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
Siakam inside. Millsap covering. Jokic with the steal. 3 on 3. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Offensive rebound. Ibaka, no luck.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Millsap passes to Jokic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all 3, triple-double like.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Siakam, and the shot goes down. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Lowry against Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got his second bucket.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Siakam kicks to Lowry. And the pass to Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. Back to Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jokic. And it's sent back by Jokic. Denver in the lead. Down low. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, it's a joy to see Jokic get the hot hand. A very efficient, multi-talented scorer. Knows how to dial it up a notch when he needs to.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Puts it up from 12. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Lowry. And that's now 6 points for Serge Ibaka. To the inside. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic passes to Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Back to Lowry. Pass to Siakam. And here is Van Vliet. Millsap covering. Left side Ibaka. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And not entering the league as a natural catch-and-shoot guy, Ibaka certainly has developed this part of his game.
Here's Dozier, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Millsap, the kick out to Porter. Fades away. They get it again. It'll count. The shot comes out, and at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Raptors lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Craig is the 3 and Millsap the 4. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Daniels in at the two-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Lowry passes to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Dishes it to Morris. On the wing, Daniels. Passes it to Jokic. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Lowry. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Raptors?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. Now here's Powell. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Good on the bucket. And it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Craig. And the turnover again by Denver. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Bowles checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Siakam's checked in. Gasol looking around. Lowry dishes to Davis. Powell for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Bol.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Back to Davis. Powell with it. Outside Lowry. Davis finds Lowry. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. The pass to Daniels. Pass to Craig. Now, here's Bol, covered by Siakam. And Bol wide open. He shoots, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bol there with a big basket.
And the Raptors miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. Here's Morris. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, here's Siakam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
Huge turnover. At really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Morris looking over the floor. Over Lowry. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the Raptors miss again. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Dozier gets the ball. Here's Dozier. Back to Jokic. Feeds it to Bol. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the Raptors miss again. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Here's Bol. To win the game. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Tip-off goes to Denver. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Siakam. Here's Anunoby, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Murray against Lowry. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Passes it to Jokic. Here's the 3. That one doesn't go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. A minute into overtime of what has been a great game so far. Count that one.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Lowry against Murray. And that one, good. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
And Toronto turns it over again.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. To the wing on the left, to the paint, knocked away. The kick out to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Millsap. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. He gets that one. Jokic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Lowry finds Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Jokic defending. Anunoby passes to Lowry. Back to Anunoby. Left side Ibaka. Over Jokic. Ibaka, no luck. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. To the right side. Jokic passes to Porter. Here's Craig. Millsap left side. Deep 2 from Murray. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Shot from 12. That shot misses. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. The three. The offensive rebound with the second effort. No good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.